Hey guys, what's going on? Treyarch just tweeted out that some new zombie stuff is coming to Vanguard, so I want to kind of go over it really quickly. They actually tweeted a lot of different things today. A lot of stuff that's coming to Cold War and Vanguard multiplayer, stuff like that for both Cold War and Vanguard. But for this, I'm really just going to go over the Treyarch Vanguard Zombies part of it because there's a lot of interesting stuff that they mentioned, and I even mentioned on Mr. Dalek JD's Twitter, I said, hey, this is going to be the best compromise, and it's probably something that should have, well, eventually might come, and it's kind of somewhat like a theory, but in a way, it probably is the best compromise because, as we all know, big zombie YouTubers, most of them are toxic. They can't get over the past. They can't move on to new maps. They can't move on to newer, better things. They just are always stuck in the past. So, what Treyarch's gonna do for Vanguard is they're gonna apparently scrap the whole Duran Fang style, objective style mode or type of zombies, and they're just gonna go strictly round based. They're going to bring that back into Vanguard, but the unfortunate thing is it's going to take some time for it to be made, it's saying, because the way Vanguard Zombie was made, it's not made as, wall buys and door buys and stuff like that. It was based on just the portals. You go through the portal and you get to the new spot, which the whole thing is so strange, but it kind of proves everything, and I don't want to put too much of a negative spin on it, but it proves everything that I've said is going to end up being right. That people is so strange. People want transit reimagined, where you get portal to different areas, because that's the way Bus Route B was supposed to be. It was supposed to have like a portal of sorts. And I think you were going to like Nuketown, and you were supposed to go to like other areas and stuff like that. The fact that people don't like Vanguard Zombies, but that's what Transit was originally going to be, but then the same people want Transit, how it was supposed to be. It's like everything is such like a hypocritical statement from a lot of the zombie YouTubers. Again, it's kind of like they don't like Vanguard, they want Zombie Chronicles too. They literally got Gorod Krovi and Shinonuma in Vanguard Zombies, but then they still want um, Gorod Krovi and the old Black Ops 3 maps and stuff like that. So everything is just like literally a cluster fuck of like all the different craziness that goes on with zombie YouTubers. Again, they love Black Ops 3. Okay, so they put Black Ops 3 Gorod Krovi in Vanguard. They put almost like the transit style where you go through different areas and you get teleported to different areas, because that's, I think, originally how transit bus route B was supposed to go. You're supposed to go to that area and then you get teleported. It loads in a new area, stuff like that. So the whole thing is kind of strange. So I'm not gonna go too much over the drama because, again, I've also mentioned that no matter what they do, where they do it, no longer do you have to be good at zombies. You just go in, hit record, and you just make a negative video, and then it gets more views than you actually sat there and played zombies for 5 hours. You literally stream zombies for 5 hours. Um, let's say they get, like, for the sake of 50,000 views, they literally have to sit there for 5 hours and stream to get 50,000 views. If they just make a negative toxic video about why they hate zombies, they still get 50,000 views. The only thing is that video takes them like maybe an hour or 2 hours to put together. So the whole thing is strange, and I feel for the devs at Treyarch, and I've even said it on Twitter to them. I said, I hope you guys get paid very nicely and get like all the raises that you deserve, because the stuff that you have to put up with zombie YouTubers and their subscribers, it just blows my mind that, like, um, it's crazy that they say they want this. Okay, they put it in the game. No, we don't want that. We want this. Okay, then they put that in the game. They're like, no, we don't want this. So the whole thing is crazy. Like I said, Shinonuma, which people asked for, and then Gorod Krovi, a Black Ops 3 map that people asked for, um, was in Vanguard. So again, that's just kind of the backstory, the drama that goes on, and the stuff that like blows my mind that people say on on YouTube and on Twitter. It's like, okay, so now they're gonna give them the round-based map, and then in season 3, and then in season 4 they're gonna want Vanguard to have objective-based maps, and round-based is boring. They never should have gotten rid of the objective based, the same zombie YouTubers are just gonna flip flop back and forth just to drive everybody nuts and just to troll and stuff like that. So basically, for now we're getting round based until they switch it back to objective based because people are gonna complain about round based. It says it's happening, and it says they did Terra Maledicta, they did Darren Fang. It was kind of an experiment, but now they're gonna have to rework it into round based. It says we're extremely excited to deliver the classic style for gameplay for players. We went to set up the expectations, and they want to get it into our hands. Wall buys, door buys, travel mechanics, zoning systems, AI pathing, spawning, just so people know what's involved in making a zombies round-based map. And it says the Dark Ether story will also ramp up throughout the events to come. So it's going to kind of guess maybe on both ends also. Cold War and also Vanguard is going to maybe have 2 stories going on at the same time. Who knows? So Vanguard's next zombie map will be a reimagining full scope of Shi No Numa. First introduced in Call of Duty World at War, freshly enhanced with all new main quest and side quest, the new area to explore, a new wonder weapon quest, the new classic Flogger Trap and Electroshock defenses, remastered Easter eggs, new Pack-a-Punch camos, a new Dark Ether narrative for the map. Based on our current production schedule, we're planning to bring this map to Vanguard after Season 3 concludes. Again, they have about 2 years, as we all know, before the next Treyarch map comes out, so they're probably gonna, Treyarch game comes out, so they're probably gonna, do this on the side of making the new game that's gonna come out. In Season 3 Vanguard, which will include support to the latest Battle Pass weapons, new weapons unlocks, 20 new season challenges, calling cards, XP bonuses. As we shift to round-based map development going forward, Sacrifice will be the final objective added to the mode. We're also bringing updates to Cold War Zombies, Season 3 for players to jump into more on that below. If we could have a magic wand and play the map right now with the rest of you, we would. In the meantime, we hope this offers a clearer picture on what goes into crafting a zombies experience for the community. Shi No Numa will give us a solid. Okay, so the main reason I wanted to talk about this is the fact that Shi No Numa was the first one, and I've mentioned it before that, putting quote-unquote Zombie Chronicles 2 in Vanguard is probably the best thing to do because personally, it's a little bit annoying to go back and forth. And the size, I'm not saying like I would delete it, but if it ever got to it that I needed space, I would have to delete an old game. And more than likely, it's easier to delete the old game, put the stuff in a new game, reward the people that actually play the new game rather than keep harkening back to the old games and stuff like that. And I have the liberty of being on Xbox, and you can just pop in the old games. It's like I swear the old games are like a 10 gigabyte game, and that's it. When you get to the newer games, it gets up to like 100 gigabytes, stuff like that. So it's a little bit easier and nicer to just put everything in a new game instead of putting Shi No Numa reimagined in Cold War, and you have to have both on your hard drive. I would prefer it in a new game, and just to get something that's different, because the unfortunate truth is the zombie YouTubers are really the only ones that want the old maps and the old games and stuff like that. They're just so. I understand it's part of being young. You're scared to move on. You're scared to see what's around the corner. You're scared to try new things. So hopefully they start with Shinonuma. Maybe eventually go to Nocturne on Toten. Maybe we get some Verrückt. Maybe we get some Doris. Put in World at War, and then whatever the next game is. Maybe they'll put zombies in there. That probably would not be the worst thing to do, because if you think about it, Modern Warfare 2 is probably going to be modern times, so if they don't make their own zombies, maybe put, Black Ops 2 maps in Modern Warfare 2, and stuff like that, if they want to. I mean, I'm not saying they should or whatever. I like newer stuff, I like trying different things. The only thing is Vanguard is a little bit buggy. I've crashed a couple times, but I crashed a couple hours into it, so it's not like I crashed right in the beginning. So by the time I crash, I think it's pretty, I'm pretty had my fill of zombies, put it that way. I don't need to kind of keep playing for like 4, 5, 6 hours. I think it crashed like maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours into playing. Again, so that's pretty much it. So they're gonna rework Shinonuma. And this is Jungle, work in progress. I don't really want to go over too much of the other stuff. This is, I believe, is Black Ops Remaster. Yeah, this is like multiplayer stuff. Zombies. I guess I'll cover that real quickly because this is really just going to be more about how they're adding some of the older maps into Vanguard on the zombies front, while we don't have a plan to bring additional maps to Black Ops Cold for all the reasons laid out. They don't have plans to bring additional maps for Black Ops Cold War. They're gonna fix Outbreak. Well, Outbreak is a good. Outbreak is really good. Outbreak is really, really good for the same reason. You can play for hours and hours and hours. And this limited time mode is the spiritual successor to the last October fan favorite LTM, where player outlasts increasingly intense waves. Yeah, that was actually really fun, and it did get really crazy. I actually really like Onslaught because Onslaught you can rank up your weapons instantly, and then you get trophies and stuff like that. So that was really cool. For an added challenge, we're releasing the Abomination Elite Enemy. We're releasing the Abomination Elite Enemy from Forsaken into the... Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's going to be pretty fun. HTV. Yeah. That's actually going to be really fun. But for me, like I said, I don't know if I really want to put... And that's the only reason I bought Vanguard only for PlayStation this time around. I don't want to have it on, both systems and have so many games duplicated on both systems and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna stick to Vanguard on PlayStation and play that and the new maps and stuff like that. For Onslaught fans, we're bringing several limited time modes to players. Onslaught Diminishing Light and Onslaught Elite arrive. So that's been pretty cool. I actually haven't beaten one of the Outbreak maps. I think the one, I forget the name of it, with the rockets and wrapping up. I actually still haven't beaten that boss yet. I need to go back. I'm not going to go over ranked. I do want to actually talk about rank eventually, but not right now. But for now, like I said, Shinonuma's coming. I know it's kind of a mouthful, but Shinonuma's coming. Hopefully they're going to bring some more World at War maps. I would say, if I had to take a guess, Nocturne on Toten probably should be the last map, because isn't that where Gabriel... Was it, who went into the Dark Ether? Was it not Gabriel Kraft? Somebody who, oh, I forget his name. I'm so bad because I've been playing a lot of like Warzone and Fortnite and Apex, and been playing a lot of Vanguard Zombies. But what's his name went into the Dark Ether? So I would say he landed in the Dark Ether and knocked on Toten, right? reimagining Nocturne and Toten, so maybe that's where we're gonna see him last. If not, a Darius remake would be kind of cool. Actually, Darius Nightfire map would be literally fire. Anyways, I'll leave it at that. See you guys later.